Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to AI for Founders. I am Ryan Estes. Today's guest is the one and only Rico Leon. You probably know him from HGTV's Rico to the Rescue, but what you might not know is that Rico is about to blow up the golf fashion world. This episode is a masterclass in momentum. We're talking about turning a shopping trip with Canelo in Tokyo into a VIP invite to New York Fashion Week. Rico's building a women's golf apparel brand called Golf Class Society, and he's designing it with AI, instinct, and pure obsession. He's bootstrapping the whole thing, calling in favors from A-listers, and sending the most fire golf outfits you've ever seen to the influencers around the world. This conversation is about chasing what lights you up, ignoring the haters, and choosing your passion over the pain-in-the-ass clients. It's electric, insightful, and hilarious. Let's get into it with Rico Leon. But first, some business. Kitcaster books funded startup founders on podcasts, just like this one. So you can tell your story, connect with your ideal audience, and grow your business while someone else handles the booking, prep, and scheduling. Kitcaster works with over 800 clients and has facilitated tens of thousands of interviews and has the receipts to prove it. If you're ready to turn conversations into conversions, visit kitcaster.com and apply in under 3 minutes. Tell them AI for Founders sent you. Now let's get you mic'd up. That's Kitcaster by Moburst. Okay, everyone loves to talk about vision, the pitch, the funding round, but you know what gets zero love? The actual product build. That magical, terrifying phase where nothing works, the docs are out of date, and you've asked your dev team, how's it going, for the 47th time today on Slack. That's where Code Story comes in. It's a podcast for startup founders who know that building the thing is the thing. Hosted by Noah Labhart, Code Story goes deep with tech leaders who've been through it, shipping real products, surviving messy launches, and figuring out what actually works and when you're on the edge of chaos. If you're building now or ever plan to, you'll want these stories in your earballs. Search Code Story wherever you get your podcasts or visit codestory.co, because founders talk vision, but builders tell code stories.
Shining stars, computer light. AI, take the flight in the glow of neon bright.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, we got special guests. I met this gentleman maybe 10 years ago. It was at Denver Startup Week. I was on a panel for podcasting, and this guy was shooting content back then. Early to the content game, and you guys all know him as Rico to the Rescue on HGTV. Oh, buddy. Rico, how you doing, man?
I'm crazy good. I'm so good. Very good.
Let's dive right into what we were talking about, because I know you're super fired up. Now, what people who follow you on social media know is the kid doesn't stop playing golf.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem, but it's a problem that I love. That's for sure.
Yeah, amazing. So you're talking about this new brand. You're getting ready to you're developing it. It sounds like there might be like a kind of maybe a launch at Fashion Week in New York City. Give us the laydown. Just run it down one more time.
Yeah. So like a year ago, I have girlfriends that I golf with all the time. And we go to PGA Superstore and we'll just shop, right? A lot of the time, they will go through 22,000 articles of clothing. PGA Superstore is like a Walmart of golf, and they can't find anything. Like they're like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Like I just was in Japan. I was literally with Canelo, in Japan, in Tokyo, shopping, and ran into this store, and I just saw Japan had like the slickest, sharp style that just doesn't exist in, the U.S. That's kind of where the light bulb went off. Came back here and I was like, you know what? I want to start a woman's clothing brand that's like sexy, sharp, classy, functional. Aloe's comfortable, Lulu's comfortable, girls wear, but they're not even veered towards females that want to golf. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make this real slick. So I started a company called Golf Class Society, and that's the clothing brand name. So I literally made my own designs. Like I drew them out, took a picture of them, like wrote down pleated here, uploaded to like AI app so I could kind of get a visual, change the patterns, whatnot. And then I started creating some really really, really cool designs. So I started saving my favorites, sent it to a friend in New York, and she showed it to someone that runs New York Fashion Week. Like it's like Paris and New York are like 1 and 2. And they loved it so much that they invited me to New York Fashion Week VIP, flying out front row because they loved it so much. And I'm in the area of like sampling. Like you have to send a tech pack to whatever manufacturer, they send you samples. I still gotta like have my friends try it out, wear it, pros, cons, all that kind of stuff. But we're like, it's just wait. Like I'll send you some samples or like the video, and you'll see that it's just completely different than anyone has here. And it's funny because I post on social media something golf related, 400,000 views, 17,000 shares. If I go on social media, which I'm known for, what, 5 shows on HGTV, Rico to the Rescue, Bet on the Mountain, Frozen in Design, I was at the House Hunters. I could be like, hey guys, like this is what you do for construction. 5,000 likes or 5,000 views. Yeah. You're like, all right. I could be like, hey guys, this is the cure for cancer. 10,000 views. I'm hitting a golf ball, 100,000 views. So it's the world's telling me, like stick with what you love, right? So like still own a restoration company, still do construction, still killing it, literally still batting 1,000 with a bunch of 5-star reviews. But I could see myself veering towards like the passion, which is golf. Like right now, you got Adam Sandler behind you right now. Happy Gilmore too. That's number one. But like it's the universe is just pretty much saying like this is your thing. So the fashion, the style, plus being in golf. I just want to be immersed in that. And with you being so successful, the podcast, consistent, by the way, your consistency adds the value of how good you are in the podcast game. Cause like same thing, Joe Rogan could have just stopped, but he kept it going. And now he's number 1 in the world when it comes to that.
Yeah. One thing I've always, just to interrupt you real quick, sorry about
No, you're right.
but this is something I've always really admired about you is that you have great taste and you always seeing where the puck is going and you chase it. You're like, okay, well, to your point, you're like, golf is working, cure for cancer is not working. Let's go with golf. I love golf. Keep that going. You spun that all the way up to, hosting cable television shows. Your personal brand, to use kind of a cringy term, has always been based on trust and integrity and fun. And you've been able to leverage that into a couple of things that really stand out. So, of course, you're an entrepreneur. You're going to have ideas. You're going to put those out there. But like these 2 scenarios you mentioned, like one, somehow you're shopping in Japan with Canelo Alvarez. That's insane. And then 2, you have somebody in New York who's in the right position to be like, actually, this is a great idea. Let me connect the dots here. How have you kind of developed that? You've also excellent at maintaining these kind of relationships.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal question. I have to I think that I convey a lot of momentum and energy when I'm passionate about something. It transfers over the phone. It'll transfer over text. It'll transfer over a Zoom. Like when I was talking to my friend, I'm just walking in circles, like in my house, just this and that, the vision. And sometimes when I'm talking to people, their momentum is down, and like all of a sudden I'm just gasoline. I'm just fueling them back up. They're like, oh my gosh, when's the last time I talked to someone who was passionate about something like this passionate? And then they take some of that energy and they're like, let's do something with it. And most of the time they'll maybe do nothing. But in this scenario, that person reached out to somebody, showed them my designs. They go, hell yeah. Then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I got you VIP, you're VIP. Just mention my name. You could come every single day or 2 days, whatever. And you're good. Like on the house. So I was like, oh shit. Like, but now I'm telling my friends, like, I got VIP at, New York Fashion Week. Now it's just building momentum. They're like, what, why are you going there? And then I show them my designs and they're like, what the F?
Yeah.
Like they're just like, I want all of it. I want every single one of them.
Yeah. It's so cool.
it builds that momentum, you know?
And I maybe I've seen it since you kind of landed in Denver with kind of an auspicious story. Car breaks down, you take a look around, you're like, this is great. Immediately you put down a flag and start working. And I remember talking to you around this time. You're like, hey man, I'm from Pittsburgh. He's like, these people out here are soft. And what you met
Yeah.
was just the competitors. Like the attitude and the drive that you brought was such an unbelievable advantage that like you rose very quickly to the top. You threw some of
Fast.
the most fun parties too. You brought together people from the business world. You brought people together from entertainment and would have these like almost like salons, you know, like small private parties that just had this like infective energy. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see like it's like the butterfly effect has just like gone through your career, and now you're about to enter this whole new chamber with women's golf fashion. And to that point, you know, what you were saying is that there really isn't competition. You can't on the tip of your tongue talk about one elite golf brand, you know, for women. And of
Yeah.
course, gals love to look good on the course. Who doesn't, you know? So
Yeah.
let's walk us since you're in the kind of like
In what world, when I golf with my girlfriends, I get more compliments than them? Not okay. Not okay. You know, and that's the thing. Like, they're definitely missing something. Like, a lot of them are saying it's hard. Like, they're just wearing black, black, white, white, chill, chill, but nothing's really like edgy, fashion, rare, unique to the point where you're getting 10, 15 compliments a day. And again, when I send my designs to people, they're like lights out. Like they're just waiting for us to start launching. But yeah, I got the manufacturers, I got people to do all the shipping, receiving, I got all that like ready to roll. Uh, and then it's funny, I just sold this big job, and that big job, all that money is gonna go into this because I'm gonna go all in. Like I don't care if I'm living out of my car. Every dollar, every cent is to build this thing up. Like that's definitely the passion. When I wake up, I don't go, oh, I can't wait to go do this mold job. Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait to, you know, have this meeting with insurance so they could underpay me again. Like I'm not waking up excited about that, you know, but I wake up thinking about designs. Like actually, I don't wake up. I don't go to sleep. Like I'm just up till 2, 3 a.m. just creating designs and, you know, figuring out like eventually get with BMW or whoever like Audemars AP watches so that we could do a collab. Like my brain's just so racing towards that whole goal. Like, you know, the most famous women in the world doing a collab with that, you know, like getting the licensing, like all that kind of stuff is what I'm thinking about all the time, mostly because I want that confidence to translate on the golf course. Cause like, you know, for me, when I wear slick stuff, it translates on the golf course. Like if I'm looking good, all of a sudden start hitting straight. So
If you develop this as a unicorn company, you exit for $1 billion cash, but it doesn't improve your golf game, are you going to be kind of disappointed?
no, no, not at all. I just want to leave my mark. Hey, golf is so mental, right? Golf is it's crazy. I'm like one thing about me is I'm golfisticious. So like certain shirts that I wear, I might look good, but like I know I don't hit like it just I don't know what it is. I just don't swing well. Feel like there's some shirts that I wear that I'm like super comfortable, light, this, that, and I'm all of a sudden golfing well. That's golfisticious, you know what I mean? That's that
Yeah.
mental thing that I did to myself with the articles of clothing, like even some golf shoes. Like there's ones that I'm like, it looks good, but like I don't like this. It's not as comfortable, and then all of a sudden that translates to golf. So imagine like a female golf clothing line that like is sharp and trust me, like there's G4, J Lindbergh, Barstool. There's brands out there, but nothing like what I'm creating now, which is exciting because I think the very few female friends that I've shown, maybe like less like 10, they've all just went crazy for it. So I'm very excited. We're probably gonna launch in like 3, 4 months. You
Yeah.
know, it takes a lot of like the sampling, all that kind of stuff. But after that, then I'm gonna go gun ho. It's gonna be exciting.
Amazing. One thing that's coming up for me that you mentioned, that I think is really important for entrepreneurs. You know, you've had this unbelievably successful career, kind of created a portfolio of different companies. And as you're starting to select projects, and of course you're looking to grow and get new projects, is the differentiation of like, or the validation of like, should I work on this? Is it the right time for me right now? And one thing that I'm really getting from you is you're really chasing your passion. And I think what happens when you go after something that you really enjoy doing, it frees your mind to work on multiple projects. Like there's going to be projects that are really heavy lift, have maybe big upside potential, but like it creates like a cloud, at least in my brain.
Mhm.
Like there's a fog I can't see through. I can't find another project. So like it's been important to me to try and select things that are like creating this clarity. And honestly, clarity for me ends up being like joy. And like I do this because I love to do it. And it sounds like you're doing the same thing.
It's headache to income ratio. Headache to income ratio. Like I could take on a project. No, I can make a easy 3K from it or whatever, but it's gonna be with a lady who has a lot of issues. She's asking a million questions a day. She's doing this. Even with my reputation, she's like, I want you to sign a contract, and it's what? Why did you even call me? I thought you called me because you knew I bet 1,000 and you should just trust me, right? Like I'm gonna, for the first time ever, screw you over out of a million people that I've worked with. Like and headache, not worth anything. I'd pay money to not talk to that person. So
Yeah.
like that, it's a headache to income ratio. Like I can grow. I could get more jobs. Yes, money matters. Paying bills matter. But like I think it's a headache to income ratio. Like I'd rather take on less work. I'm saying no now more than ever. Very selective of who I do business with, like customers or anything. But I could see a shift. I could see a shift happening like internally here where I'm known for this, and don't get me wrong, this business will stay open. Rescue restoration will stay open. I'll keep taking on work. I'll sub it out. I'll do this. But it's almost like I'm just doing that to like keep the lights on because my life, my passion, I got golf tattoos like all over. It's that's what I want to wake up doing is going to the golf course. I do collaborations with different golf companies, and this brand is like I could just it's a need. Like it's a need. It's something that doesn't exist, and I see the vision, and it's crazy because it's like, man, when I was growing up, like I would have my own style of clothing in high school, and like now I'm like looking back when I post on social media, and it's like a scene from Rico to the Rescue. People are like, "Where'd you get that sweater? Where's that sweater from? Love that sweater." What? I'm like, "Oh, Ralph Lauren and Aspen," and they're like, "Oh, I need it for my husband." I'm like, they don't even give a shit that I'm like putting drywall up. They just love the outfit. I'm like, all right, like the universe was kind of telling me a certain thing. I just wasn't paying attention to it. And now I see everything kind of aligned. And it takes a lot to like start a clothing brand and a high, price, maybe not price point, but like it's more expensive to do what I'm trying to do than just a simple just skirt that you can just whatever. So I'm investing like everything I'm making into it. I'm
Yeah.
going all in on it. So
Let's talk about that. I mean, fashion is notoriously difficult. I mean, you need a little bit of luck. Obviously, you got that. You need to have absolute immaculate product. You've got that. It's also very capital intensive in the beginning, and then you have to find
yes.
distribution, and then it has to pop. And when it does, it goes absolutely nuclear. So, like as you're thinking about just the financing right now, you're self-financing, which you said, and I love the commitment. But how are you going to kind of tactically bring on new partners, or if you're thinking about is it venture capital play? Like, how are you thinking about financing as the brand kind of grows?
So I've done a lot of research. I have a lot of friends that are hedge fund guys. They might be in construction, might be in other things, but I have friends that are interested. I've especially after I sent it to New York, and they're like, yeah. And then once they see it, they're like, oh, okay. For now, it's like I kind of, trademark own 100% of it. I have my friend Stella. She's helping me out with it on the back end. For now, I want to like build the brand, show the world what I'm working with, and then at some point, because I have a list of, it's really actually right behind me, a list of hedge fund people that I would reach out to
Yeah.
when the time is there. Like people that are specifically hedge fund people for golf. Like they
Yeah.
just invest into golf related companies. And I saw their investments. Like I did research. I saw what they put money into, and the clothing brand that they paid like 10, $20 million for. Boring as fuck. Boring as shit.
Yeah.
It's just, or maybe that's just old money class, but there's no one marketing it, no celebrity wearing it, no nothing, there's no energy coming from it. There's no energy coming from it. And what's cool is I never asked, like, I've done a lot of celebrity things, never asked anyone for any favors. Never asked, we're just all homies. But when it comes to the clothing brand, I'm going to send it to Mark Anthony for his girl wear. Luis Fonsi. I'm gonna send it to JJ Barrera's wife. I'm gonna send this to Canelo's chick. I'm gonna send this to all the golf influencer females that I've met in Miami. I'm gonna send it to Lenny, 7 million followers. He's gonna have his girl wear that stuff and do, like, I got that part down. Like, I'm never asking for favors. I'm just sending them the clothes, and then the rest is just gonna take over. And I have like cool designs for like Puerto Rico, Brazil, Greece, like very unique designs that are like kind of like nationalistic, like, like it's really cool. And it's just, I'm just excited for it. Like I just want to be like the Tom Ford of just specifically like women's golf clothing,
Yeah, that actually, looking at these designs, and they're so gorgeous, the kind of like nation specific, that's the energy it's giving me. It almost has like an Olympic feel to it. You know what I mean? Where like it would look great if you saw a whole team walking out in this. You'd be like, dang, that like a uniform, like a kit. It'd be
I should probably reach out to them too. Yeah.
US Olympic team. Oh, that'd be amazing. So
that'd be cool.
Brands like this absolutely catch fire from what you call influencers, and you have a bunch in your phone. Who, if you see one person like who would wear this, who could absolutely be the game changer, who would she be?
Charlie Hall. Charlie Hall. If you can look her up, she's a phenomenal pro golfer, but she's just stunning. Like, she's like the Anna Kournikova of like golf. She's just a badass. She's got presence. She's gorgeous. Yeah. Once you look her up, you'll see. Like, if I could have anyone golf related wear it, it would be her. And then this girl, young chick, her name's like Gabby Golf influencer. She's awesome. Like, if she would wear something like that, like, let's go. Like, those two would be top 2 golf related. Outside of that would be like, whatever celebrities want to wear it. But it would be Charlie Hall would be number 1 for sure.
I want to see Beyonce and Serena Williams in that.
Oh my gosh. That would be cool. I mean, if Beyonce wore it, I don't think she golfs though. I think she just is like just gorgeous all the time, just chilling at the pool or like grinding.
Yeah,
I don't. Exactly. That's my assumption of what she does. Just grinds and chills, which she should. She's the GOAT. So.
Well, and then you got like the Kardashians. They changed businesses overnight. Just hypothetical, like what percentage of the company would you be willing to separate yourself with if the Kardashians posted your stuff for a week?
I have to look at the P&Ls, but like if they're launching it like that, I
99, mean 99%.
It's Bezos is worth $300 billion and he only owns 12% of Amazon, right? So if it makes sense, it makes sense. And my thing is this, like, I think there's a lot of celebrities that wear clothing brands that they love without getting the endorsement. Sometimes they're like, hey, I love your clothes, can I get an endorsement? Or they just wear it. For me, it's like, this is kind of such a rare, unique style that will pop. And I think that it's going to naturally just kind of catch on fire. But in the meantime, I will reach out to those people and see if they want to do a deal. And whether it's equity or royalty or this, like, you see the glove, like the glove that I sent you?
Yeah.
Even my gloves are going to be one of one. Like, I have an artist based out here in Colorado. He's going to make one specifically for this brand. And then we'll have our logo here, and like, it's going to be dope. And when have you ever seen a glove like that?
Never.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It's so cool.
Well,
and it helps the whole thing. Cause again, this is women's golf, and then it's this, and then it's this. And I think where, again, like your asset of like just you ultimately like you're the guy behind. And so that as much as it blows up, so do you. And so now, everyone knows Rico, oh, he's from the golf brand, but then that pivots into another TV show that pivots into a record deal. Can you sing and dance? What's going on?
I can dance. I definitely can't sing. I can dance. Fun fact: I've won. I've won 7 competitions in Spanish dancing.
Really?
7 competitions Spanish dancing.
Wow.
No one really knows that, because I don't have a dating profile. So I would put that on a dating profile if I had one. But yeah, like salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton. Like that's, I'm Puerto Rican. My mom taught me. You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. So I grew up watching my parents dance. My mom taught me how to dance. Like I was good, like growing up young. And there's this girl from my high school, like an exchange student from Venezuela. And I was like enamored with her. I was like, oh, and we're speaking Spanish. And I'm like, oh, merengue, Elvis Crespo. She's like, yeah, of course. So my friend was having a party. And I was like, I'm going to show off. I'm going to just show everyone the gangster skills. So the song Suavemente comes up and you have to dance to that. So she and I start dancing, I'm pure like, up. And she's like confused. She's confused. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, you don't want to lead? And I'm like, what are you talking about? When my mom taught me, she led.
Yeah.
She showed me how to be the chick. She showed me how to. Oh my God! I was so, oh my, what the fuck? I was so pissed. I was so angry.
So how did it end? Did she show you how to lead? Was she like, she grabbed your hand and like, put it on my head?
I was able to adapt for sure. But I went home and I was like, Mom, what the fuck? Like what? Like, and my dad said, oh yeah, your mom likes to lead. But my dad led, but he's like, yeah. And it was so embarrassing, but like, it was humbling at the same time. It was funny, but damn, she set me up for failure on that one because I was trying to just impress. But it's funny because she and I ended up being good friends and doing those competitions and winning them.
This episode is brought to you by MoBurst, the AI-first growth engine trusted by iconic startups like Calm, Robinhood, Reddit, Uber, and Google. MoBurst is a digital full-service mobile-first marketing agency that helps companies to scale and become category leaders. Whether you're finding product market fit or ready to accelerate growth, MoBurst delivers creative, data-driven solutions that help with scale and efficiency and impact. At MoBurst, we're not just guessing what works, we're predicting it. As an AI-first agency, MoBurst uses cutting-edge tools to analyze user behavior, adapt creative in real time, and uncover hidden growth opportunities. The result, marketing that's faster, smarter, and built to convert. From early-stage startups to global brands, we've helped hundreds of companies overcome complex challenges, unlock new audiences, and optimize every metric that matters. At MoBurst, we believe that creative thinking, advanced technology, and data are the core drivers of success at scale. If you're serious about scaling your business with precision and purpose, it's time to talk to MoBurst. Visit moburst.com and let's build something category-defining together. That's amazing, man. That's so cool. I love that. As you're growing this brand and you're talking about sleepless nights and the contagion of like an idea is my favorite part. 0 to 1 is my favorite part because it is this volcano of energy. And then there's doubt and that starts chiseling in. And when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh yeah, I'm really doing this. Okay. Or when you go to sign that check and you're like, whoa, okay, we're really doing this. Like, how do you balance that? How do you harmonize that kind of doubt in your mind?
I'm okay. I've been broke so many times. It's not that it's comfort. It's just that I've been there. You know, it's just it stresses people out. But mentally, if you don't let it stress, like the universe is just looking out for you. Like I've been up and down hardcore. I've made a lot of money and I've lost a lot of money. I've had a lot of money stolen from me. I was dumb with money back in the day. Like where I'm like, oh, if I could go back in time, which is something we all say. But one thing I will never not do is not full send. Like I will always go all in. Like, my mom would be like, oh, you should just work 9 to 5 and, save money and whatever. And it's just not built to me at all. Not built to me at all. at all. Like it's just I cannot not go all in and risk and then lose or win.
Mhm.
But you know, for me, it's I don't mind gambling. Like let's just say I'm a stock in the stock market. I'll put money in and I'll lose and I'll gain. So I definitely invest in myself. And if I have a supporting cast, that will take it to the next level. If I have a lot of people saying like this is it and making connections, then it keeps my momentum up as well. If I go all in, spend a lot of money, and everyone's just taking it and not putting it back, that just will burn to the ground. You know,
Yeah.
that's just showing me it's not there. But with the golf clothing brand, every guy friend of mine that shows it to his wife or girlfriend, whatever, they're like, this is it. Like they're like waiting for it. They're just like, I'll be the first ones to buy. I'm gonna actually plug my laptop in before it dies.
Please. Yeah, and then it's probably tempting to put up a landing page and do some pre-orders. Be like, all right, well, let's see. What are we thinking? $800? Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, on there.
When you think, okay, let's talk about. I love this position. Like I said, 0 to 1. And speaking about team, talk about the manufacturing and the shipping and all that. Does that become third party? Is that overseas? And then if you're thinking about your next 3 or 4 hires, like as the brand picks up steam, like what those roles will be.
Yeah, so great question. So I have a company that I work with that has history and experience in working with manufacturers in Pakistan or China or wherever, the Philippines. They have set relationships. So they do a lot of they help me with the design, creating a tech pack, changing this, move this, da da da, pleated over here, the skirt, blah, 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 blah. Then they send it to their manufacturer. We get samples. When the samples come in, I'll give it to whoever to try it out, wash it, see how it works, all that kind of stuff, make a couple changes. Then the MOQ, like the minimal order, let's say it's 100 skirts or 1,000, then that's the check that I write, where it's like, if it's 100 skirts at $35 a skirt, then that's $3,500 right there for one size or mix of sizes. And that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
So you sell those, you use that money, and you just keep revolving and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Like there's ones that are like super sharp designs that I'm gonna love, and there's ones that I'm gonna like full like risk on, like ones that are out there just to see if people love it or not. So that's kind of and they do all the shipping, they do the returns, they'll manage the Shopify, the website, all that kind of stuff. I pay a premium for them to handle stuff. I could make more money just doing it on my own, but that's not my lane. My lane is growing the brand, making relationships, getting it out there, creating social media, doing content. That's my lane. I'd rather pay more for someone to handle all that, beautifully than myself. So
Yeah.
like I will make less money, but I don't care. Like I want to just grow the brand. That's my MO.
Yeah. Golf class society too. It really speaks to what the kind of brand standards are going to be when you see it on that landing page, when somebody sees it on Instagram and they follow it to the Instagram page and they go to the shopping. What does it look like? What's the look and feel of the brand?
So the website's getting built right now, and tell me this isn't gangster. Okay. I'm going to have 5 different models of different heights, sizes, builds. They're going to wear the small, medium, and large. And we're going to do video, like in a white room, of them walking, swinging, laughing, being mad, like just spinning. So when you type in your size, like you're female, you're like, I'm 100, whatever, or I'm 5, whatever. It's going to match you up with the closest model to your body type. So you could see what it looks like wearing a small, medium, and large
Nice.
from them.
Yeah. That's great.
And like, let's go. Wait, lots of work to do this. But guess what? I got the supporting cast, I got models, I got all this kind of stuff. People love the idea of being able to see the person that's closest to you, like size wise, wearing all sizes. So then you're like, oh, that's it. We're good. Let's go. Send less returns. You could see, and what's funny is the video is going to be of them swinging,
Yeah.
walking, laughing, being angry, having a drink. It's going to be like literally like what you do on a golf course or in real life, and that does not exist.
Yeah. When you're thinking about sizing, small, medium, large, you're going to go with that? Because aren't women's sizes like zero,
All
one,
over.
that kind of
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. Like, if there's XXL, I'm gonna spend $3,500 for to sell two of them,
Right.
three of them.
Right.
So, like, for me, it's like since we're starting off,
Yeah.
I need data analytics. Like, I need to see what like who is buying it, right? Like, what if it's nothing but small, and I ordered medium and large, and no one's wearing it. Like, it's that I spent $7,000 to not sell that. So like I think at the beginning, it's gonna be like the top three skirt designs, polo designs, full outfit. I'm doing accessories as well. Like really like girls bring their purses to the golf course, gets messy, dirty, this. Instead, why don't we have a high-end like bag, lot of space, nice soft on the inside, looks classy that you can just attach to your golf bag. Like just things like that is kind of what we're trying to accomplish. But yeah, it's I mean, again, you can just tell like my mind's already there, but it's gonna be a big investment to begin with, and the world's gonna tell us what they like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the designs, you have so many, and there's such a thread that runs through it. Like the brand is like very clear, even from its infancy here. And also the cuts are really flattering. You know what I mean? I can see like a lot of different body types looking great in this,
I'm
you
like
know?
I'm sending you some other wild ones here.
Now, the tech stack that you made these mock-ups is unbelievable because it's like, AI models and it just, I mean, we're in a wild age of AI video, which will just become ubiquitous in no time. What kind of tech stack are you using to kind of like actualize your designs? If in the past you think of a fashion designer, they have a watercolor pad and they're like, sketching out some dainty silhouette. How did you go about it?
So I just did a million hours of research
Yeah.
of clothing brands all over the world. Like I'd be like clothing brand in Japan, clothing brand in Europe. Like I just looked at every single clothing company, from
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton to Gucci to Ralph Lauren, like you name it. I went through every single page, from like the companies that just came out to companies that have been out there forever. And there's certain cuts, like pleated, this, that, like, and I do research. I ask every single girl, like female friend of mine, what do you love? What do you hate? What's your height? What's the skirt length that you like? What do you like? I did all this research, a lot of research, and the uniqueness, like half pleated, half not,
Yeah.
like the secret pocket on the right side, and all these little intricacies, or like the one with the little strap on the side, like adds like this like sexy like tease. Okay, like can you swing in it?
Yeah.
Can you run in it? Are you comfortable in it? All that stuff. I drew out, like I took a lot of the things I like. I drew out my own design, like on the whiteboard. I would take a picture of it, upload it to any AI app, and ask it to like create and you have to be hyper descriptive in your prompt, like make it half pleated, but this, that, like, a little higher on the leg, da, 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 using this image, and this image, and then combine it. And then you got to ask the AI app to change it, because it's going to do its own thing. So I'll be like, hey, add the word golf class society. And then it adds like, letters this big. And I'm like, so those little tweaks, and I'll save it. And, the same thing with the collar.
Yeah.
Like I like the Mandorian. It's more like a something like this. Like it's more like Asian. Like it's like this. That's not a full collar, but you could wear it on the golf course.
Yeah.
Just things like that is what I'm trying to do, and I'm like sending you stuff. Well,
I know.
top.
It's gorgeous, man. One thing that's really interesting too is I always like parameters in creativity. Being completely free is a lot harder than if you have some guardrails. And golf, obviously you got to wear a collar, probably depending on where you are, you got to be pretty close to the shoulder. It is a conservative kind of dress, but also it has this like history of like really wild fashion, whether it's like plaid or bright colors, white belts, and I mean, it's like it contains within those parameters like all of this creativity and opportunity for improvisation. So what were some important limiting factors? Like you talked about like the collar course, can you swing in it? Like you got to be able to play. What were some others?
For me, like of course, like it really is translating confidence into the female golfer. What they feel good in, active. Can you run in it? Can it breathe? Like, and again, all these little factors are things I take into consideration. The color, what can you like? There's certain rules in golf. Don't get me wrong. There's golf courses that don't care at all. And then there's private courses, a lot of private courses that you have to have a standard.
Yeah.
They don't want the riffraff. They don't want untouched shirts and this, and that's just not the etiquette that they pay a lot of money to have. So there are definitely parameters of what you have to wear. And we will do mostly things that are to par, like to make sure that they could do all those things. But we'll do vintage. We'll do like class of '05. We'll do some really cool stuff. Like, I mean, half my stuff is like futuristic sometimes.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like the society is going to be like, hey, we love this. We love this design. More of this. Don't like that. And then it'll shift. And then sometimes I won't even care. I'm just going to send it and just take that risk and see what happens. So, but again, I'm getting a lot of positive. Like everyone I send it to, they're like, yep. There's not much like you should change this. So that's what feels good.
Cool. It's amazing. Now, there's a lot of investors that listen to this show. Is there opportunity here? When would be a time, and will you let us know if there's an opportunity?
I will talk to anyone now. I think once they see it, then they're gonna see it, and then not only are they gonna like love the design, they're gonna love the fact that the time is now. The crazy growth of women into golf is it's gonna be 7 million new female golfers getting into it now. Yeah. And there's nothing like what I'm doing here in the States. So the opportunity is like there. With an investor, the one thing that I could do is more different designs, and that would be off. Like that would take it to the next level. Because for me, I could do 7 designs, going to be an investment of maybe 30, 40K, right? But with an investor who wants to see it grow, then we could do a lot more and bring people in and have our think tanks and do all this kind of stuff. But like I'm punching out crazy awesome designs, and like I'm just hearing like, and again, I asked my female friends at golf who buy Aloe, who buy Lulu, and they're just like, this is it. Yeah. They're like, just let us know. Just let us know. They didn't even ask like, hey, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be probably the price point of Aloe, if not more. But it's gonna be so unique. You're gonna get 10 times more compliments wearing that. I already foresee the content that I'm gonna be doing. So it's I'm excited. Like again, I wake up and if I'm not golfing, I'm thinking about this.
It's absolutely incredible. Rico, this has been such a fun conversation. I know you're
good energy this
omnipresent.
morning.
Yeah, you're omnipresent online. What's the best place that people can connect with you online?
I would say either my website, which is ricoleon.com, or my Instagram. My Instagram would be number 1. It's just Rico Rescues. Send me a message if you want to know more about the clothing line or even see some samples before it even gets out there. Definitely hit me up. But yeah, it's right now it's like semi in the DL when it comes to putting it out there. But I mean, I'm just itching to kind of show everyone because, but then again, I'm going to see like a bunch of companies be like copy paste, full send, the people that have the money. So I want to make sure it's, here before that.
Well, such a cool time. And, you launched 3-4 months, give or take, that puts you right in firing range for a Christmas season, with pre-orders and shipping, so maybe we'll have you back after the holiday and see how the launch went, man. This has been so cool.
Yeah. Excited. Thanks again, man.
Cool. Thank you. Good to see you, brother.
Have a good one.
Hey, founders, let me ask you this. Are you building with AI or getting left behind by it? If you're serious about scaling smarter, faster, and bolder, you need to check out aiforfounders.co. It's your go-to resource for cutting through the noise and actually using AI to grow your startup. Each week, AI for Founders drops a sharp, no-fluff newsletter, dives deep with expert guests on the podcast, and hosts monthly workshops where you can get your hands dirty with the real tools and strategies. Whether you're pre-seed or Series B and beyond, launching something new, or just staying sharp, AI for Founders gives you the edge you need to win in 2025 and beyond. Hit aiforfounders.co to subscribe to the newsletter, tune into the podcast, and grab your spot in the next workshop. And it's all free. Build smarter, move faster, think bolder with AI for Founders. Now back to the show.